old friends, welcome to today's reading, July 2022 predictions. I'm super excited to bring this to you. If you're new here and you don't know me, I'm Cara Lee, and I help to bring you clarity through life's toughest challenges. Today's July 2022 predictions reading, I just basically asked Spirit for a message for whatever it is that you need to know, prepare for, be aware of for July 2022. And we'll just see what Spirit has for you. I did pre-select the piles today, and we will pull some clarifiers as well, just to save some time. Yeah, I'm excited to get into this with you. Take a moment. Oh, let me go through the cards. We have pile number 1 of the third house, communication. Sorry, did I say 31? I meant 41. I don't know. What did I say? Oh my goodness. And the blue tiger's eye. And we have pile number 2, number 10, Capricorn, achieve, with the Lepolodite. And pile number 3, number 26, Neptune, vision, with the sunstone. And pile number 4, number 14, debilitated, discomfort, with the healer's stone. Take a deep breath, take a moment, choose the pile that resonates with you the most, and then go to the description box and you'll find the timestamp for your pile selection. See you in your reading. Hey, pile number 1s, welcome to your reading. You chose the third house, communication, number 41. So the numbers 41 or the number 5 could be significant for you. I'm going to read from the book for this card because I just got this deck and I'm still sort of learning. But I'm excited. I'm excited to bring you the messages here. But right off the bat, I mean, communication, and then we have these 2 birds that are communicating with each other, and all of this beautiful blue energy here, which is the color of the throat chakra. It's actually more of an aqua. I don't know if you can see it, but it's more of an aqua, which is, I think, what's coming to mind is heart-centered communication of some kind, messages from the heart. If you blend the green and the blues together, you kind of get this beautiful aqua color. And so these birds are are communicating with each other from their hearts. There's this soulful message that's coming through from somebody to you in the month of July, or you're communicating with somebody through your heart. You have a message to relay, and we're going to get into it with the tarot cards, but that's just what I'm seeing right here in this card. And then I also see this, and I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it looks like a gift. It's almost as if this bird here is bringing a heartfelt message or a gift or like a letter, a folded up letter in like and it might come as a surprise, I'm getting, for some of you. It's like this bringing in this letter to this other bird, to this other person, and this person is just like, oh, so curious about what this one has to say, and is really open and receptive to this message as well. This almost looks to me like, you can't see the wings, but almost like a folded, like a folded airplane. People would throw the airplane, like someone's throwing you this message in a bottle, but like those paper planes, and there's a message written inside, so it might come as a little bit of a surprise for you, but it's a very playful and lighthearted message, something that I think that somebody's been trying to communicate to you for a while, or even something that you've been trying to communicate to somebody else for a little while, and you're finally finding the words to say what you want to say, or they're finally finding the words to say what they want to say. We're going to get into that. I want to read the message first for you. So I have the book here. Third house, communication. If your chart were a village map, the third house would represent your local neighborhood, primary school, and corner pub. It symbolizes how you learn, communicate, and move around your familiar world based on your sibling-like relationships and the people in your local environment. Action. Check the lines of communication and your thinking process. First, repair any actual technical glitches, loose wires, computer, or phone problems. Then take this metaphor a step further and look at how your messages are sent and received. Make sure you understand what was intended in a letter or email you received. Ask other people what they heard you say in an exchange. When in doubt, ask for more information and repair any miscommunication. Then take this metaphor in-house and look within. Notice the quality of your thinking, repair glitches, stretch your mental muscles, and improve the quality of your communications. You may need to learn new ways to express yourself so others hear your true intentions. Think about how you learned to communicate growing up through your relationships with siblings or sibling-like friends, your early school experiences. Investigate how those early relationships formed mental habits that affect the present moment. This says siblings a lot, but it's even, all your environment, school, family, parents, relatives, all of that. You may need to get out of your head and get a fresh perspective. Observe and test your assumptions. Check for confirmation bias, the tendency to believe anything that supports your opinions and reject new information that challenges your worldview. Read a spiritual text or ponder a metaphysical concept and let it stretch your mind. Check in with siblings and sibling-like friends. Look for any shadow of rivalry and see if you can switch it to mutual encouragement where all win. It's up to you to reframe this dynamic. Challenge. Chatter is not the same as communication. Sibling or sibling-like rivalry can challenge you to grow in small doses, but don't let it distract from your self-direction. Stay on target. Gift. We are all siblings in the eyes of spirit. Let that sink in. Oh, nice. Okay, so Spirit did have me place the blue tiger's eye on your pile. So blue is the color of the throat chakra. It's also the color of universal healing energy as well. And the tiger's eye is about stability and grounding, maybe even through communication, proper healthy communication. And so I think there might be a message around that and checking in with how it is that you're communicating, making sure that what you want to communicate is getting through in the right way, in the way that you intended it to. So many times we face all these challenges in our relationships because we're not able to communicate our needs, our wants, our beliefs, our intentions properly, the way that other people might hear them, and other people are receiving your information, the words that you're communicating through a filtered lens, through their own experiences, through their own belief systems. And so sometimes, it's like playing telephone, broken telephone, where things get all mixed up and the message gets lost, right? So especially when you're, communicating really important things via text or email, and you don't get the facial expressions and the voice connotations or whatever, the fluctuations in tone and stuff. So you miss a lot of the message when you're only looking at words on a screen. You know what I mean? Spirit's saying, especially when people are talking in slang, like, in emojis, and you're like, what? I'm just seeing a parent like getting their kid's phone and looking at this phone with all these like emojis. They have no idea this whole entire conversation is had in emojis, and people are like, what the hell is this? What are they saying? Okay, so let's get into your tarot. And then I have some oracle cards that I pre-selected for you, and then I have some clarifier deck. Actually, I didn't take them out of the deck yet, or the box, but I have some clarifier cards here. Anyways, getting off course, Carolee. So we have the Princess of Swords, which is the Page of Swords. And that, again, is about communication. The Swords is a lot about mental energy, but also about communication. So this is like communication coming in. Ace of Wands, Princess of Cups, another page. So 2 pages here. This is like a emotional renewal. Like somebody's coming to you, and they, like, with fiery energy, they're super passionate about you. And then we have at the end here, the High Priestess. I'm going to pull some clarifiers in a second. But what I'm getting right off the bat with all of these cards is somebody is bringing communication into you. Someone is going to be messaging you. And I'm getting this could be from email. I don't know why I'm hearing email, but it could be a phone call. It could be text message. It could be social media as well. But I do think I'm getting more of like email. And it's between you and one other person. And this is about transformation, transforming a relationship, something that maybe was stagnant before or slow to grow. When you see this butterfly here that's fully emerged from its cocoon and like ready to communicate, ready to be open, ready to be playful with you, or vice versa. And it's like, I'm just getting that there was, I don't know, this isn't like a twin flame reading or whatever. We're not looking specifically at what's happened in the past. This is about July, what's coming forward. But I'm just seeing like these two people that have done a lot of growth, right? A lot of healing, a lot of self-growth and transformation. That's why we see this butterfly here talking to the Princess of Swords, like coming to her saying, look at how far I've come. I've done so much inner growth work. I'm ready to be a part of your life. And I did this for you. Now that it could be a very specific message for some of you, but it's almost as if you are, Spirit saying if somebody from your past is coming to mind, it could be a twin flame connection, a divine counterpart connection, or even just a friend or somebody from the past that you had a falling out with or a disagreement with. It's like this person is coming to you finally and saying, I get it now. I understand why you were upset. And it might be, it might be this heartfelt apology, them coming to you and you being really in a place of receptivity. And it's not like maybe in the past you have blocked communication with this person and you really turned away and sort of rejected them and thought and just really tried to move on with your life. And it's like this person is finally coming in and saying, okay, I messed up. Like I messed up big time and I'm really sorry. And, and there might be a little bit of an explanation as to why things fell apart, why things happened the way that they did. But I see you, it's almost, if you look at this image, it's like the butterfly comes up and almost surprises the princess here. She's like practicing her sword play. She's doing her thing, right? And she's like turned around and it's like the butterfly came in and said, hey, I'll use my name, like, hey, Kale, like, hey, Carolee, long time no see. Look at how far I've come. Look at all the growth I've done. I'm not a caterpillar anymore. I'm this beautiful butterfly and I've done all this work. And she's like, huh? And kind of like in this daydreamed state, like, oh, that's really cool. And because she's also been working on herself, she's grown up a lot too. And is not so angry anymore. She's really open and to be receptive to this communication. And so that could be you. I'm seeing it as you. And I mean, this could always be reversed. I find sometimes when you listen to readings, the message can go both ways, like depending on who you resonate with in this situation. But I just see like this, just like this really playful energy, especially because it's the princess or the page of swords. It's kind of young and fresh. It's like brand new again. It feels brand new in the energy. Like when I tap into the energy of this communication, it feels really brand new. And it's like a lot of the resentment that there might have been between you and this person, it's just like gone. It's gone. You've both done a lot of work on yourself, spiritual work, healing work, self-awareness, self-realization and actualization. You're working on it separately, maybe for a really long time. But and then with the birds here, I'm getting distance. So maybe this letter, this communication could be coming from a distance. This could be somebody who moved away for work or something. For some of you, I'm hearing, or you just live in different cities, different parts of the country, for whatever reason, it could be that this is a sibling coming to you and just like, having a fresh start with family, maybe a lot of play. And, with COVID and stuff, a lot of us have been separate from loved ones and people we really care about for a really long time. And this could be about, coming back together, celebrating, reigniting, okay, Spirit just said reigniting an old flame. So I'm going to get some clarifier cards because for a lot of you, this could be reigniting of an old flame, of an old relationship. But it could be just like sparking up a conversation with somebody you haven't talked to in a really long time. With the Ace of Wands here, this is like reigniting, literally, reigniting the flame that you had between you. And because we also have the Princess of Cups here, this is like a fresh start. This is a new beginning. And the Cups energy is emotional energy, right? It's love, it's romance, it's creativity, it's fun, it's celebration, it's not so impulsive, but spontaneous. That's the word I'm looking for. It's spontaneous energy. It's again, look at these gifts coming in in a lot of these cards. We have this bird bringing this letter to this other bird. The butterfly bringing the story to the princess. Like, look at how far I've come. Look at how far I've changed. I'm not a caterpillar anymore. With the story of transformation, of personal transformation and illumination, enlightenment. The spark in the middle of this, of everything going on here, there's this flame, this spark, this passion, this excitement to see each other. There's, all of the pain that might have happened in the past, the disagreements, the miscommunications, that's kind of in the past. And I think both of you are very open and willing to let anything that had happened go easily. Like, you might have a bit of a conversation about it, but it's like a brand new beginning for you. And then again, I was talking about gifts, and here's this figure bringing the dolphin a gift, and the same sort of thing. Both of these figures are kind of like doing their thing. This dolphin is like la 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 la, enjoying a swim, picking flowers, having a grand old time, right? In the moonlight, just like, really focusing on their joy. And then this princess comes in with this basket of fruit, and here I just brought you something, like making amends, I'm hearing. And there's just so much lightness in this situation that's coming to you in July. I'm hearing forgiveness. It could be a bit like a communication of forgiveness and releasing and letting things go. The High Priestess, we have a crescent moon in 2 of these decks, and it's like I'm seeing something being revealed, right? That's what I'm seeing, the pathway. Something's being revealed. Emotions are being revealed. Thoughts, things that maybe you were surprised about. It's like somebody, I'm going to pull some clarifier cards, but it's almost as if somebody's been kind of watching you from afar, and they're revealing themselves to you, revealing their feelings for you. The High Priestess can be about something hidden, mostly internally, but let me see. Let me just hold on a second. The High Priestess at the end here. I want to pull one more card for I only pulled 4 cards today, and normally I do like at least 5. Let me get one more just after the High Priestess. What comes after this High Priestess? What do we need to know about this High Priestess spirit? Oh, shoot. Okay. 2 of Cups. Yeah. This is like, I think you are the High Priestess. You are this High Priestess. You were so embodied. You're so powerful. Look at her. She's just in this picture. She has complete control and integration of her feminine and masculine qualities, right? And she's just up here kind of on this stage casting a spell, or enchanting the world. I'm hearing some of you might have a big social media following, or you do some sort of public speaking, or you're online, like you're out there somewhere spreading this message of magic and wonder and self self-realization, self-actualization. Like this is something that you've achieved for yourself, and now I think that you're spreading the message out in the world. You could also have a tarot channel or a spiritual reading channel of some kind, or do work with the law of attraction or something like that. Like you're just out there spreading the word, spreading this message, and there's this offer that's coming to you, this offer of forgiveness, offer of communication, offer from the heart. It's very much full of passion and love and really appreciation. Whoever this person is that's coming to you, who is bringing you this message, they like really appreciate you and love you so much, and they love what you do. You inspire them so much with your balance. And you flow, like you just have this grace and essence of purity about you. Look at her draped in white at this very kind of smoky, very flowy energy, really in flow with the universe, with joy, with love. Very solid, very balanced, very enticing, very feminine as well. Like this is a beautiful, balance between the masculine and feminine energies, but really in touch with her feminine nature, natural feminine nature. And it's like this person wants to reveal like even her dress is revealing. Okay, I'm seeing Spirit showing me somebody wanting to take this dress off, like wanting to reveal everything. Like this very passionate, very fiery, very intimate, very sexual energy that's here for you. And this person just wants to, okay, Spirit's showing me all the sex, like all of the intimacy happening like in this person's mind, I think right now. But it's like they just are so passionate about you and everything that you are, everything that you do. This is like you. They are just so passionate about you and everything that you are preaching to the world, everything that you stand for. Look, she's standing here. Everything you stand for, this person is obsessed with you. And it's not just your looks, right? Because you see, even the figure doesn't have a face. It's your essence that they are absolutely taken aback by. Like they are just so in love with everything that you are to them, your message, your mind, your energy. It's almost as if they feel like you put a magic spell on them. Like they're what's the spellbound? I'm hearing spellbound by you. And look, the Two of Cups, this love, passion, equality, like this equal partnership. They want to bring you something. I don't see a lot of business stuff here, but it's like it could be a business partnership for some of you, someone bringing a message, wanting to work with you to help you spread your message. It could be something like that, but they are inspired by you, and this business relationship could turn into a very loving, romantic relationship. Here, let's see. Okay, I pulled a few oracle cards, so let's check out what they say. We'll start with this. In flow, everything is smooth sailing. With this message, there's nothing that you need to do to bring this message in. Reaching your destination, your light is shining brightly. Yeah, like this person, whoever they are, is just like enthralled by you and your energy and your magic. You are magic to this person. They're entranced by you. I feel like they're a little bit embarrassed about just how much they love you. I don't know why I'm getting that. That could be just for some of you. Like they are just they can't stop thinking about you, and they're kind of embarrassed about it. They're like, I don't understand. Like okay, Spirit is giving me really sexy messages right now, but they just can't stop listening to your voice, however you're putting yourself out there, and like, getting caught up in the moment, if you know what I mean. Like your voice just makes them shiver, I'm hearing. Oh my God, Spirit. There's so much sexy energy happening right now. It's actually kind of embarrassing for me. I don't know. I don't want to spy on you guys, but I can just see all this like sexiness going on. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Embarrassed much for me. So we also have number 22, create. The universe is putting its trust in you every time it blesses you with an idea. If the universe trusts you, shouldn't you trust yourself? This is number 22, which is also a number of connection and union. We have 2 there. 2 + 2 = 4, and 4 is a number of stability and growth and flourishing, and even the divine counterpart, if like 1, 1, 1, 1 = 4. So there could be something around building something stable. And then on the back of the card is a feather, which goes really well with this, with the birds here. But this is the thing, like when we ask Spirit for guidance, when we're creating, and we get an idea and then we don't act on it, Spirit, it's kind of like, oh, you're kind of turning your back on Spirit wanting to work through you. I don't know, that's a whole separate message though. But there's definitely a communication coming in. It's almost like maybe this person wants to create something with you, and then this union that's coming together, whether it's for work or pleasure or both, this is everything that you asked Spirit for. It could be a business partner who's also a romantic partner, or you and your partner, if you're with somebody right now, creating something together, starting a business together or a project together. You are the, I'm not going to say brains, but you are like the idea person, you know, like you have the inspiration, you have the intuition, you know how to put it together. You might be a little more dreamy. Like there's a lot of, I mean, we have 2 cups piles here. So this is also, water signs, so Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer signs, and then the High Priestess is, I believe it's Pisces, is it not, or Cancer, Scorpio? Sorry, I'm not. I have a. Anyways, yeah. So there could be, you're very intuitive, what I'm trying to say very inarticulately. You are very intuitive. So when it comes to this project or whatever you guys are kind of doing together, you are kind of like the idea person, you know, you have the intuition. You can see, I can see somebody sort of the plan for the future, for the plan just sort of unraveling before their eyes. Like you can really see it and envision it and feel it. And they're going to be more, I think they're more like, you know, they could be, so they could be an air sign here with the Princess of Swords. So Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, or they could be a fire sign. Sorry, oh my God, my brain. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. They could be that coming into your life, or they could be on a cusp somewhere as well. They don't have to be though, or they could have a lot of these placements in their chart. But what I'm seeing though is that they're coming to you with this offer, whether it's romantic or business, or they just need more of you in their lives, and you just have this like you know, you're so in touch with your intuition that that they are almost like coming to you for your beautiful wisdom. You're so connected to the spirit world with the purple in the background there. You're so divinely inspired that they can't help but come to you for your guidance. This could be that you're a spiritual leader, teacher of some kind, and you're getting a lot of people coming to you, asking you for your vision, for your guidance. That could be it as well. But But I think Spirit, with these two messages of guidance, inflow, everything is smooth sailing, and reaching your destination, your light is shining brightly. People are so inspired by you. You might even be getting a lot of communication coming in, a lot of offers of partnerships and collaboration as well. But I'm seeing that you are just naturally attracting this into your life. It's not like you need to do anything. It's because you're following your joy, following your bliss. It's almost like the more you relax, the more you're able to create, the more you're able to manifest it, through your joyful state. Yeah, your light is shining brightly. Everything is just coming and flowing into your life. There's not a lot of effort or work that you're needing to put in. It's just coming to you. And it's because you've done all this inner healing work. You're so tapped in. What does Abraham say? Tapped in, tuned in, and turned on to your divine guidance, to universal energy, that this stuff is just naturally flowing to you now. And all of that hard work that you've put into yourself, maybe even into your business, is paying off. So also Spirit is saying with this create card, follow your divine guidance, whatever it says for you, even if it says to rest, even if it says to relax, focus on your joy, go to the beach, go swimming, keep learning all about spirituality, dive really deep, wherever your intuition takes you, follow it. And you're going to find, I'm hearing like liquid gold, or you're going to find like gold through the texts and communication and things that are being brought to you by Spirit right now. Where should I put this? Create. And then we have number 14, receive. How can someone support you if you don't let them? Receiving does not equal charity. So somebody wants to support your mission, or a group of people, but I'm seeing it's, for most of you, it's one person. One person just loves you, loves what you do, everything about you. They're just like, you are the bee's knees to me. Like when you speak, something lights up inside of them, and they're coming to you, this person. I think it's one person for most of you, again, like just, they're coming to you with this offer of partnership of some kind, like, and it could evolve into something else with this Two of Cups here. But it's coming to you, and you have manifested this. So Spirit is saying you are ready and able to receive this big thing that you've been trying to manifest, this partnership, this evolution, this next stage in the evolution of your spiritual journey. And I think for a lot of you, Spirit's saying, you have been practicing receiving. If you maybe went through, a time in your younger years where you felt really uncomfortable receiving, or you felt like you weren't worthy of receiving, or you had to work really hard to receive, then you've done a lot of healing work around that and welcomed gifts of opportunities, of love, of attention. You've been practicing that a lot, working through it, healing some old wounds, some old patterns that told you weren't enough, or you weren't worthy enough to receive really beautiful things in your life. So that has healed, and now you're ready to receive this really big offer that's going to bring you this sense of fulfillment and joy and wonder. And like you've also, through releasing a lot of the resentments that you felt in the past, anger, hatred, like you've let a lot of that go, and you're just open now. And because you're so open, all of these gifts and opportunities are coming and flowing into your life. But I do see like that it's this one major thing, one person, for a lot of you anyways. It could be, just a bunch of offers of gifts. Oh, Spirit, I don't know, is that, I don't need to take this. There are a lot of cards. I don't know where I'm gonna put it. Oh my God, yeah, okay, so we have Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, wow. Nine of Pentacles, King of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Mercury, which is the card of communication. Mercury is all about communication. So same, this is just a confirmation. Three of Cups and Death. Number 13. Again, with the number 4, stability. Okay, Queen of Cups again. We have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, Queen of Pentacles, more earth. Pentacles are more like earth signs. So Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. And then Pentacles, again, same sort of earth sign energy. King of Swords, which is that air sign coming in, Libra, to be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Ace of Pentacles. I mean, like, but there's like this mix, and we have some air energy here, but we have this like mix of a grounding energy, a lot of pentacle energy, earth energy mixed with cup energy. So emotional fulfillment. Three of Cups is all about celebration and family and togetherness, connectedness, spiritual family, bringing in your soul tribe even. It could be like a shower card, so a wedding shower or baby shower, something like that could be happening as well. An invitation to maybe some sort of celebration with this invitation coming in here, this communication. Maybe this person's coming in to invite you to something, to do something, to a party, to a family event, where there's going to be a lot of healing and fun and joy that's happening there. But I think this is something bigger that you've been working on manifesting. With the, this really intense communication energy coming in with Mercury, sort of confirming the communication card over there. And with the Death card, this is transformation. This is an internal transformation that you can eventually see on the external, that inner work that you've done to completely transform your life from the inside out. And then, okay, so we have the King of Swords, which is like, again, with the sword energy of like somebody coming in and bringing you an offer with the Ace of Pentacles here. This is like the King of Swords, this somebody who's coming to offer you an opportunity of some kind. Oh, I've covered up the pictures. And the Nine of Pentacles is the wish. I mean, I always look at this as the wish fulfillment card. I'm saying like, welcome to my new home. Like welcome to your new reality. This is like Spirit saying, welcome to this thing that you've manifested. All roads lead to here. You've done all this work, and whatever it is that you're manifesting, it's coming in. And you're going to be like, I'm just seeing somebody walking into this new environment, this new life, like, wow. Wow, I'm hearing this is how the other half lives. But then we have the Queen of Cups, and I think this is you, right? This kind of really mirrors the High Priestess energy. So we have the Queen of Cups turning into the Queen of Pentacles. Like, this, I think, is you, and it's just like you have a very heart-centered business, a heart-centered way of living and succeeding in your life. And I think now you're starting to see the fruits of all that manifesting work, energy work that you've been doing, letting go of resentments, healing. And somebody from your past, maybe, or somebody new, is coming to bring you this offer. They know you. You don't necessarily know them, but they know you for sure. Yeah, like I can feel their energy so strongly, and they know you, and they're like, I want to work with you. I don't know how, maybe they're not even sure exactly what they want to offer you, but they're like, I know I want to be in your life. I want to work with you. And I have these skills that can help you really bring your message to the masses with the King of Swords here. Like, they are kind of like master communicators. I'm seeing this as a positive upright card. King of Swords, and they have this like spiral on this deck. And again, with this like aqua sort of color, heart-centered communication. This color is all over your reading. So it's like this merging of the heart space and the throat chakra. The Fibonacci sequence, the golden ratio, everything happens for a reason, divine timing, all of this stuff, right? Everything is sacred. But I see them like following you down this rabbit hole. This is like them like just getting lost in you. I see like they're just so lost in your message and your voice and your words, everything about you, they just love. Oh my God, this reading is, yeah. So I'm going to end this reading, okay? Because we're getting a little bit like, I could just talk to you guys for hours, actually. Like, I feel like, you're my soul tribe. So I'm so happy for you, and what's coming in for you. Like, you're transforming, like all of this heart-centered work that you've been doing. You've mastered your emotions. You have really focused on taking care of yourself, focusing on your joy, on love, intuition. Your third eye is wide open. See here? Your third eye is just wide open. You're so in touch and attuned to your own energy, to your intuition, to spirit. You're very connected to your angels and guides, all of that. Like, and you're turning this into a very successful and lucrative business, and other people want to help you. So however this looks for you, but people really want to help you with your mission because they really believe in you, because you're so not just connected, but you're humble as well. Humble royalty, I'm hearing Spirit say. Like, you are humble, you are full of love, and you see love wherever you go, and you've let go of resentments and anger from the past. You're not holding on to any of that anymore, and you're being rewarded in spades now. And a communication, really important communication, is coming in for you very soon. And with that, pile number 1, I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm excited for you. Leave a comment below. Let me know if this resonated, and even later, save this video and tell me, what came in for you, what sort of new adventure you're about to undertake. I'm just so happy for you, and want to send you so much love and a big hug. If this video resonated, comment or like the video, and yeah, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, so you don't miss anything else that I upload. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and sending you all my love. See you guys soon. Bye. Hey, pile number 2s, welcome to your reading. You selected number 10, Capricorn, achieve. And I'm going to read, where did I, there it is. I'm going to read from the book for this deck, but just off the bat, there's this, look at this flower blossoming, right? And the Capricorn energy is all about being, organized, very grounded energy, very thoughtful and methodical, and vision, like has a vision and knows how to follow through to achieve that vision. Very, grounded energy, can be extremely stubborn, and not want to give up. So yeah, I just see this like blossoming energy, like being in touch with your third eye, very intuitive, like you intuitively followed a path that led you to where you are today. And this summer, July 2022, you are achieving something really big that you've been working towards for a long time. I pre-selected some of your cards. I have some oracle cards here, which I'll show you at the end. But let's get into the tarot, and then I'll pull some clarifiers as well. So we have a 10 of inspirations, the 10 of wands, 4 of emotions, or 4 of cups, the number 16, the tower, and then the 5 of materials did come up in reverse. So that's pretty cool. I don't usually do a lot of reversal readings, but when they come up, then I take notice for sure. So I feel like you have been living in the desert, like living very modestly. That's a message that's coming up. Living very modestly for a really long time because you have had this goal and you've been very stubborn and determined to achieve something, follow your own rules, so to speak. Like you've been carving out your own path, and it is going to start to pay off for you. But I want to get a little more information before we get into this, because we have a tower here and then the 5 of materials reversed. It's almost like something is going to be gifted to you after all of this time of living frugally, I'm hearing for a lot of you. But there's more to this. This is more about, I think, your inner beliefs, having had to work on your inner beliefs of what abundance actually means for you, what it means to be successful, and how you achieve that success. Because and then we have like the word achieve there. Because, if you follow the law of attraction, and you might because you're watching tarot readings, but whatever you believe, you can set your own rules for manifestation. Whatever you believe is true for you. So it doesn't really matter. You could believe that you need to work really hard and stay focused and determined and work 10 hours a day, and that's how you're going to get successful. You could believe that, and that's true for you, and that will turn out, that way for you. If you believe you don't have to work really hard and that money just comes to you naturally, money and love and surprises and miracles come to you, then that's true for you, and then that will happen for you. It really depends on who you are, what you believe in, what you want to believe in, how you want to work, your energy. I mean, Capricorn is a very hardworking energy. They're very focused and driven, and they enjoy a lot of work. A lot of earth signs enjoy the process of doing the work and being organized and being methodical and laying things out and following a strategy in order to achieve their goals. But there's something here around releasing some old limiting beliefs that made you believe that you really had to work excessively hard, maybe even some issues around workaholism, in order to be recognized for your value, in order to succeed, right? There's a lot of that kind of energy here, I think, coming to this awareness that you are worthy of receiving, of success, just as you are. And with the Four of Emotions, I do love this card because it can speak to miracles happening. But on the flip side of that, it can speak to feeling as though no matter how much you achieve or what you have, feeling really unsatisfied. And so Spirit is also saying, like, look, we've given you all of these wonderful blessings. And this isn't necessarily for you, but this card can speak of, look, we've given you so many, blessings upon blessings, and you're not recognizing them as blessings. And so this can go one of two ways, right? A tower moment can come in and awaken you to gratitude, I'm hearing. Or you can have a bunch of tower moments and never really awaken to it and always feel as though the universe is conspiring against you. This like poor me sort of attitude that no matter what I do, nothing is ever good enough. I'm never going to succeed. Catastrophizing your life away, and then really being afraid of putting yourself out there, or feeling really, this card could also be like feeling really apathetic, feeling lost for, what's the term? Lost for where? Like just, feeling really burnt out from all of this hard work that you've been putting in order to achieve, but that's a part of what you believed in. You believed that you had to work, 60 plus hours a week in order to gain something. But then maybe at the end of the day, like that story that Jim Carrey tells about his dad, like really working hard, not following his passions, his true inner soul calling, but then losing his job anyways. And then really realizing like, oh, well, what did I do all this work for if it was for nothing? But I see that from this tower moment that you might be having in July, it's like you're realizing that it's all within you. This feeling of lack is within you, and finally turning it around, or starting to do the work that's going to turn this energy around for you. I'm going to pull some clarifier cards, but let's first look at this. Let's just read this, the Capricorn achieve here, before we move forward. Capricorn asks us to dive deep into the sea of collective consciousness to find a worthy dream and then work on it and walk it to the mountaintops. Capricorn, the cardinal earth sign, is ruled by Saturn. Its symbol is mare goat, half sea creature, half mountain goat, and the sign is connected to our bones and knees, the equipment we use to climb stairs and achieve our goals. The sun shines in Capricorn December 21st to January 20th. Action. This situation needs a good and healthy structure, foundations upon which you can solidly build. Capricorn imbues ambition and drive, determination, willpower, and precision. When used with integrity, these qualities culminate in the gift of leadership. Marigold reminds us to dive into spirit, into dream world, get a vision for the good of all sentient beings, then do the work needed to manifest it. Find motivation, set a goal, and build with integrity. Mountain goats climb easily up and down, but aren't as comfortable on flat terrain. Capricorn energy can leave you depressed when you feel flat and see no progress. If you can't fish, mend the nets. Look for what can be done now and make it a project. Make short-term plans that take you to medium-term goals and help you climb your mountain over time. Celebrate each step. Capricorn encourages you to practice skills and develop spiritual disciplines. Learn to control yourself, not others. Lead rather than dictate. Look for guidance from elders or experts and grow your personal authority. Develop confidence through your portfolio. Observe and savor not what you think you can or can't do, but what you've actually done. Challenge. Keep an eye on the power dynamics. Without integrity, Capricorn ambition can enable gross manipulation. Control a tendency to become controlling or manipulative when feeling anxious. Do not fall in love with others' competence. Let it inspire your own gift. Wisdom grown over time and through mature experience is the gift of Capricorn, as is connection to spiritual traditions and disciplines that offer a sound foundation for our evolution. So, I get this sense that maybe you've been following the traditions, the traditional way to achieve success, and it's really led you to feeling burnt out and feeling like, oh, I've done everything right. How come it's not working? How come I'm still not able to manifest the things that I want to manifest? How come I'm having such a hard time? How come I feel so unfulfilled even though I put in all this work? Maybe even you've achieved something. Like you did the work, you achieved something, you were strategic, you had this plan, it came to fruition. But you still feel really unfulfilled. You still feel lost. You still feel empty, even though you have all these blessings in your life. And then Spirit, in order to help you really see, this is what life's all about, brings you these tower moments. And maybe you've had multiple tower moments in your life, but there's one significant tower moment that is coming this July that's going to flip the switch, the internal switch on what it means to feel fulfilled, what it means to be rich within your soul, what it means to feel as though Spirit really has you, and that it's really more about like feeling satisfied within yourself in order to feel fulfilled. I don't think that this is a lot about money. I think that, okay, the beginning of this, I know I was saying like you've been maybe living very frugally or in the desert, or there's some maybe limiting beliefs around money. But on the other side, Capricorns tend to be very successful and financially stable. And it's something that they kind of ensure for themselves from a very young age, like being, financially taken care of. Even if you might be frugal still, like that might be a part of your journey, right? Or your belief systems and, saving for a rainy day kind of attitude type thing. But then, so there's that aspect of the 3D world of the lived human experience. But then there's that sense of fulfillment. What does fulfillment actually mean? It's not necessarily just about having a lot of money. There's a lot of wealthy people in the world who are still very unhappy, very disconnected, alone, feel really lonely in life. So what does it mean for you? What does success mean for you? What does it mean to be fulfilled for you? How can you reach that? What is it that you want? And only your spirit, your inner being knows the answer to that. No, nobody else is going to bring you that answer. You have to find it for yourself. And if you've been praying for answers or praying to feel fulfilled, praying to feel connected, like you're just feeling empty and not knowing why, Spirit's going to bring you something in your life that's going to break you open to show you what fulfillment really means, and how, and kind of force you to align yourself with your true inner being, with love, with connection, with intimacy of self and others. So right now we have fogged in, go slow, take time. Just gonna put those up there. And then we have overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. So yeah, like there's this, something's happening. Oh, wait. Something's happening in July, this tower moment that is going to break you open. Like it's not going to be, it's not easy. The tower moments are never easy. They could be just information that come to you that kind of rocks your world. This particular tower card though is like a crumbling. This is like earth shattering. Some big changes are happening in your external environment that are going to lead you to this spiritual journey of self-reflection and self-awareness. And let's look at these cards, and then I'm going to pull some clarifier cards for you. Yes, I woke up this morning with a bit of a cold, I think. I don't know what's going on. Came out of nowhere. Okay. 31, trust. It's called your life purpose because it will take a lifetime to fulfill. I don't know if you really wanted to hear that today. Is that a bear? Looks like a bear. Bears like hibernate, right? They're very loving. They're like so heartfelt creatures. Very protective of their own. Hibernate all winter long, and then in summer, I don't know why. Is that a bear? Tell me, what do you guys think? Is that a bear? I think so. I think that this tower moment might force you into hibernation for a little while, just going into the story of hibernation, and that you have to kind of trust this process. Spirit's like, you have to trust us. Oh, I'm going to turn that around. Yeah, and this is, I'm not going to say that this is the beginning of this transformation that you're going through, but it's an awakening. That's what I'm hearing Spirit say. 17C. See not with your eyes, but with your soul. Trust in yourself to know the answer. Oh. And then again, with this like moon energy, which is kind of with this like, what are those? A dream catcher type, so to speak. There's a lot of rest. This thing that's happening is going to force you to rest and reflect on yourself and on your journey. And Spirit saying, look, this is going to be kind of painful for you. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to mince words. It's going to be very unexpected, and Capricorn energy really likes things to be predictable and, kind of, I'm hearing monotonous, but it's just more of like stable, predictable, right? Like not too exciting, because excitement can create some chaos unnecessarily, but there's also the sense of unfulfillment, right? And so in order to shift that and to change things in your life, things that you've been praying for, Spirit's like has to bring you this tower moment in order to create that necessary change, like in order to force you to wake up. Because if Spirit weren't to give you this tower moment, you'd never do anything about it. You'd just continue on in this life feeling really unfulfilled, dispassionate, empty, and then die feeling like, oh, well, what was the point in all of that? Like, I still feel unfulfilled and empty. Even if you have all the things around you, right? All the material wealth, whatever, you could still feel really unfulfilled inside your soul, inside yourself, inside your heart. And so Spirit doesn't want that for you. And you don't want that either. So Spirit's bringing something to you that's really going to shake up your life. You can overcome it. Spirit's saying, like, don't worry. I think you will overcome this, and it's for a purpose. So trust in what's happening, and it's happening for you and not to you. But you might feel really fogged in the beginning when it first happens. So tap into your Capricorn energy and go methodical, be strategic about how you're going to navigate through this situation. You can overcome it. Trust yourself too. Trust yourself to navigate through this, and trust your own intuition. What is this happening? Why is this happening in your life? What's going on? What have you been praying for? What have you been asking for, dreaming about? The answers are within you. Oh, Jesus. I'm not going to take these ones. Oh, Spirit saying yes. Spirit saying trust us. All right, Knight of Wands. Oh, yeah. I think this is your energy. You could be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Can you guys see if I have that there? All right, so the Knight of Wands. And then we have Four of Cups. Oh, Four of Cups again. 2 Four of Cups. Saturn. Oh, Saturn. Double Saturn there. Saturn on the Capricorn card as well. This is like karmic balancing, karma. And a lot of things can be karmic, right? Workplaces, relationships, not just relationships, people, workplaces, places where you live. There's this karmic balancing. Things are coming back into balance with this Tower moment. To create more harmony, I'm hearing, for your life. And the growing process can be a struggle for sure. Cosmic union. I'm hearing coming back to self. 4 of Pentacles. Yeah. 9 of Swords. Where am I going to put this? I'll put that here. 9 of Swords, which is like near the 4 of Cups. So this, like, I feel really sad for you, pile number 2. Not sad that I don't think you can get through this. Just sad that, I feel like Spirit has given you a lot of wake-up calls, and I'm sorry, this is like not as gentle as I'd like to be, but Spirit has given you a lot of wake-up calls, and I don't think you've been heeding the call, and so there's something really big that's coming to really shake things up so that you'll take notice. Hanged being, you just got to hang in there, sweets, sweetie, love, my loves. You have to hang in there, because this is going to be Spirit's saying this is going to be a wild ride, and everything's working out for you. So trust and see the benefits, see what's happening through the big picture, like big picture thinking. But yeah, this is like, especially with the Cosmic Union, which I think in this deck is the Judgment card. This is like repeating cycles over and over and over again, and not really paying attention and feeling as though you're kind of going crazy. Like, why isn't anything changing? I'm doing everything right. I'm following with the traditions. I'm but things just keep working out the same, or you're not paying attention to these small, tiny little tower moments that are telling you you're not aligned with your soul, with yourself, with what you actually really want. You're feeling unfulfilled for a reason. So you have to start paying attention. And if you're not going to pay attention, these are just going to keep happening to you and getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until you reach like a really painful disaster. 9 of Swords is a lot about, having sleepless nights, something keeping you up late at night. Like there's a problem that you're facing or that you're going to be facing in July that feels insurmountable, but Spirit's saying this is not insurmountable. This is something that you can overcome, but recognize, what did you do in the past? How did you get through these things in the past? Don't do that. Do something completely different. Break the karmic chains. Do some sort of karmic cord kiting rituals if you're open to that kind of stuff. Choose differently. Be different. Choose to be different. Listen to your soul. Get silent. Get quiet and listen to what your inner being is telling you, and hang in there, because everything's going to be okay. The 4 of Pentacles down here. The 4 of Pentacles can be about like trying to control something and being very, what did I say earlier? Frugal, like frugality. This can be that card. It's like holding on to, saving for a rainy day, expecting the worst to happen, crying over spilled milk. What's the other one? self-fulfilling prophecies, that kind of energy. So pay attention to your own energy, your own thinking, your thoughts internally, how you're thinking, how you're feeling, because your thoughts create your reality. So if you're always thinking that like nothing works out for me, or I need to struggle in order to be successful, or nobody loves me and I'm not good enough, or all these kind of thoughts and feelings, they are going to, come to fruition. If you believe that, if you truly believe that. So it's time to change your internal beliefs, release things in your life that aren't serving you, people, experiences, the way you've been, the thoughts that you've been having, that holds a lot of karmic energy in your life and in your soul body, in your energy body. And it's not doing you any favors, Knight of Wands here. The Knight of Wands can be very impulsive. It's kind of very opposite of the Capricorn energy, right? The Knight of Wands can be, they're very passionate creatures. Passionate, ferocious, excitable. They love being impulsive, but they're very driven and focused as well at the same time. Creative, so much creativity in that sign, in that card. So I think Spirit might be calling you to be a little bit more like the Knight of Wands, having more of this energy. What lights you up? What brings you to tears in a good way? What do you love to do? What excites you? What brings a smile to your face? Follow that, follow those joys. And it's amazing what will manifest in your life when you start to follow these joys, these excitements, these passions of yours. You might be saying, oh, but that's so reckless, right? Or maybe you grew up in a home that taught you that if you didn't follow this particular approach to life, then you're going to be a failure and a loser and you'll amount to nothing. But that's their limiting beliefs. And I think with the Saturn cards here, it's like releasing that karmic debt from your family, the generational trauma and expectancy of living a life a certain way, and following your own true north, following your own passions. What have you always wanted to do but have been too afraid to do? This is your time, Spirit saying, this is your time. This isn't for anybody else. This is for you. Everything that's happening right now is for you. And this is your time to choose to be aligned with your inner being, with your true self. This is your opportunity to say no to things that aren't aligned with you anymore. But this might feel really painful for you for a little while, my loves. Should I? Where's the other deck? Let's see. I just want to get some clarity around this Tower moment. I know this is going to be different for all of you, so take what resonates and leave the rest. What is it, Spirit, about this Tower moment that I can tell pile number 2? Because I know it's something important and it's creating this big shift. So what can we tell pile number 2, please, about this Tower moment that's coming up in July? Spirit, Tower. Oh, there we go. Well, very clear. Star. Hope. The star is about, this is also Aquarius energy. So this is the age of is that this? Anyway, I'm not going to sing for you guys today. Okay, so the star, hope, prayers being answered, daydreaming, wish, making a wish. What have you been, this is like Spirit saying we're granting your wish. but it's coming out in a way that you might feel like is not actually wish fulfillment. What have you been wishing for? Ask yourself, what have you been wishing for, asking the universe for, praying for, thinking about, daydreaming about? Spirit is saying, like, we're bringing it to you. You might not recognize it as that, though. It might feel really painful. In order for new things to come in, we need to let go and release the old stuff. So Spirit's like, okay, we're gonna, I'm hearing Spirit saying brace for impact, right? And also hold on to your hats, kind of thing, with the hanged being right here. Hold on to your hats, brace for impact. Things are going to radically change and shift for you. And that's everything that you've been wishing for, daydreaming about, wishing that you could take action on, but being too afraid to. Sometimes we also feel like, oh my God, I don't want to disrupt this thing, this relationship that I've invested in, this business that I've invested all my time and energy in for years and whatever. And it's really hard to let go of those like possessions, of that house, of those relationships, of family dynamics, whatever it is for you. But in order for change to happen, we have to let go of the old and allow something new to come in. And when we're unwilling to do that, but still pray for things to happen, sometimes Spirit forces our hand and forces really big things to shift and change. And we've actually been praying for it, but it's almost like we were too afraid to take the steps because we also didn't want to maybe hurt other people's feelings, like this is a specific example, but like asking someone for a divorce or leaving a relationship or a business partnership because you know that it's no longer aligned with you, but you're so afraid because you've invested so much, and the ending, the separating of those contracts, or, a marriage, a home, all that stuff can be really hard and painful. But sometimes it's really necessary for your own growth and your own fulfillment and joy, and for the other persons as well. It's not just about you. This is about the highest good for everybody involved here. And it might not feel like that when you're going through the process, and it might feel like you're really fogged in. You can't really see, 10 years ahead, 10 days ahead. But Spirit's saying, just like, one step at a time, you're going to get through this. It's okay, but this is actually happening for you and is going to create a sense of relief. With the Five of Pentacles in reversed here, there's like this sense of relief and feeling like the weight of the world has been lifted with, all this heavy energy in the background here. So, okay, that's actually a really positive message, and I'm going to leave it at that for you guys. Thank you for being here. If this resonated for you, give it a thumbs up, the video thumbs up. It really helps my channel grow. I'm trying to grow here, and I need people like you to really support me, and I appreciate it so much. I really do. Thank you for your support. Comment below. Tell me how this resonated for you. Tell me what this tower moment is, or what's going on in your life, what you're afraid to let go of. Maybe I can give you some additional words of love and support. And then, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please consider doing that. I would love to have you part of my community. I appreciate you. Thank you for sharing your energy with me, and I look forward to reading for you next time. See you guys soon. Hey, pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You picked the number 26, Neptune with Vision. What a beautiful card. Neptune energy. It's being brought to this like trident at the top here. Very watery energy, new beginnings, transformational, like just like bursting with ideas. I'm seeing for a lot of you, with vision, like vision literally, but like bursting with vision. 26 equals 2 + 6 = 8. So that is literally the number of abundance, financial abundance coming in for you, celebration, expansion. I'm going to read from the book for a little bit, and then I'll start to channel. We'll go into your tarot cards, and then I have a few oracle cards, and then we'll pull some clarifiers. 26. Neptune, vision. Like a cool blue pearl floating in an inky sea, this planet symbolizes how we float in the ocean of the collective conscious. Neptune, the modern ruler of Pisces, takes about 165 years to tour the zodiac. On a practical level, it signals water, liquids, oils, and art supplies. On a challenging day, it shows how we avoid gritty reality, whether we escape through our imagination, addictions, or martyrdom. On a lovely day, Neptune speaks of spirituality, imagination, and psychic perception. Action. Pray, meditate, intuit. Use your divination. Rest and dream. Activate the right side of your brain and step out of sequential logic into sense of infinite. Engage ceremony and ritual. Find a dream or a vision and bring it back here to manifest. Because Neptune invokes both intuition and imagination, it can blur the boundaries between the two. It's all too easy to believe that what you want or what you are afraid of is in fact reality, which can make it easy for others to manipulate you by playing to your hopes and fears. Take each step with care. Working with Neptune is like walking in the fog. You can see the present moment clearly. It's just the future and the past that get lost in hopes and fears. If the world feels too harsh, or if you're feeling easily overwhelmed, tend to your sensitive antennae. Pray rather than worry. Neptune speaks of our psychic permeability, encouraging us to soak up our surroundings. Use that to your advantage and choose your surroundings carefully. Meditate with a group. Tune into the trees, the earth beneath, the sky above, or sacred sites. Immerse yourself in whatever feeds you. Challenge. Neptune overwhelmed can turn acceptance into passivity, imagination into illusion, sensitivity and the hunger for spirit into addiction. Watch for water damage. Gift. Allow yourself to float, to swim in that great ocean of the collective consciousness. Soak up the presence of divine soul. There is no separation between you and all sentient beings, between you and the realms of gods and spirits. It's so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Pile number 3s. We have the Knight of Coins, so Knight of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, 3 of Cups, 8 of Wands. July 2022, what's coming in for you? Something you've been waiting for. You've been waiting for an offer of some kind or business opportunity. You've been working on actively manifesting something, really working, like you've done a lot of work on your spiritual self, and have been dreaming, but not just dreaming. I'm seeing somebody who's been actively working towards manifesting something, intuitively seeing something with your third eye, or maybe even in a dream state, you had this vision of something that was going to be coming true for you, or something that you wanted, something your inner being has been inspiring you to actively manifest, and you've been waiting for it for a little while, for pretty long time. Like the Knight of Coins is very slow energy. It's like one step at a time, take things slowly, be methodical. There's no need to rush. And normally the Knights are, rushing in, right? But the Knight of Coins isn't. They're very like slow and strategic with their process. So I feel like you've been working on manifesting something for yourself, a business opportunity or a new job, or working on a business or something. Oh, the candle just went out. I'm going to relight that for you. And that can also be very significant for you. Let's do that. Lovely. Ooh, that's hot. Hearing birthing new ideas. Maybe recently you've also had a really great idea, or maybe not recently, maybe in the distant, and Neptune is pretty far, right? So maybe in the distant past, you had this vision, this dream for yourself, and you've been kind of, I'm hearing floundering, trying to like make it a reality. And I think for some of you, you've been really frustrated as well. Like you have this vision, this passion, but maybe your energy doesn't allow you to push forward with this idea. You've almost been too slow and steady. You know, slow and steady wins the race, but it's almost like you've been feeling a little bit, not apprehensive, not spirit, waiting, like you're just waiting for this thing to come in and it hasn't been coming in, and you've been sort of like really frustrated for a while, for a little while. But spirit wants you to know that the wait is almost over. Like you've been waiting, you've been working really diligently, very focused, and maybe your journey, I'm seeing for some of you, your journey might have felt like all over the place. Like maybe you went over here and did this and followed your intuition over there and did that, and then like learned about this over here, and but all of it's coming together, culminating into something really great that maybe you had a vision of, and maybe back in the day when you first had the vision, it didn't really make a lot of sense to you, but you kind of felt like, okay, that's something and I'm going to follow that wherever this leads me. And so you've been following it. These little hints, these insights, these dreams, these visions, you've been following them along this journey, not necessarily knowing where it's taking you, but like not logically knowing where it's taking you, but deep within your heart, you know that you're going somewhere. You have this like, I'm on my way to something. I don't know exactly what it is, but I know that it's there and it's out there and it's calling me to it. And so you've been taking that journey, taking that road, that pathway, and the wait is finally over, almost over. And I think you're going to start to see in July 2022 or the next few months, the fruits of your labor, or not the fruits of your labor. It's more like the vision is going to start to come together, and it's going to be like, oh my God, everything makes sense now. Why I went and did that over there, and why this happened over there, and why that happened to me in at that time in my life. It's all going to start to make sense because everything is for a reason. Everything has a purpose, and it's finally being revealed to you. And people, the Three of Cups is about celebration. You know, celebrating, you know, it could be baby showers, wedding showers. I don't think this is a love thing. This seems more of like a soul purpose type of a thing, like a really big culmination of experiences to manifest into this reality, to manifest into this point in your life for a very specific reason and purpose. But you had a vision of this a really long time ago, whatever it is, and people are celebrating you for it. They're like, I'm just seeing with this card here, you know, it's like these friends are saying like, congratulations, wow, you really did it. I can't, some people I'm seeing some people might even be shocked by what it is that is happening for you. And maybe you didn't tell anybody. Maybe this was in the works. You know, you had this vision of it and you've been following all of these different ideas and divinely guided inspiration, doing all these things, even collecting a bunch of education or knowledge or whatever experiences, and not really totally knowing why, but trusting that the divine has a plan and that your soul has this plan for you. And so you've been following all these different pathways and nothing really makes any sense from the outside. And so I'm seeing a lot of your friends finally this month saying, oh my God, I didn't even know that you were working on that. Or congratulations, we had no idea that that was something that you even wanted. Like I'm seeing that for a lot of you. I'm hearing it. I'm seeing like going out for drinks with your friends and telling them this like really great big news and telling them about this vision that you had a really long time ago and how everything came together, and they're like, wow, and just kind of looking at you kind of stunned, like, oh, I had no idea that that was something you were doing. But the Eight of Wands at the very end here, things are going to start to pick up super, super fast. It could even be that you might find out a piece of important news or meet somebody really important that's really going to propel you to the next stage of this thing that you've been working on at a party. Or a friend is going to introduce you to somebody at a party or at a get-together or outside somewhere or at some sort of event in the summer. And it's going to push you it's going to be the catalyst for change that's really going to drive all of your dreams, this initial vision forward at a great speed, like almost too fast. You're almost going to feel like, oh my God, I wasn't really expecting that. Oh my God, I'm not really prepared for this. And that could be something that's happening for you too. But what's with the sunstone that you picked here, it's like the sun is coming in with a vengeance, and things are going to be illuminated in your life, and you're finally going to realize, oh my God, everything happens for a reason. Everything was for a purpose. And I totally get why I went through all of that, all those different things now, all of those steps that didn't really make any sense, that were very non-linear, that kind of went against the grain even, all of a sudden make so much sense. That's pretty cool. I'm excited for you, pile number 3. What do we have here? Great adventure. Take a risk, venture forward. Oh my God, look at that's like even the red stripes here, the same colors, the red and the yellows, like coming in here, coming in hot. That's what I'm hearing, that song, coming in hot. Like something's coming into your life that's going to like propel you forward really quickly in July. Finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. Give me a sec with that one. I'm going to leave that there. Give me a second. And I'm going to have these 2 cards here. 15, connect. Within each being is a light that connects us all. How you treat others is a reflection of how you treat yourself. I'm going to put that here because I just think that that's more of like a, someone's going to connect you to somebody else, and it's going to like, or you're going to meet somebody somewhere, they're going to connect with you, someone's going to reach out to you. I see it happening kind of randomly at a party or at an event or something, where someone's going to be like, hey, this is my friend. And then you start talking to somebody and tell them about, your dreams and your experiences and whatever. And they're going to be like, oh my God, I have this business, or I do this, and you'd be really perfect. And let's get together. Here's my card. Let's connect. Here's my card. Let's connect. Oh my God. Yeah, here's my card. Let's connect. 5 and 1 equals 6 as well. So this is like manifestations. 6 is also multiples of 3. So your thoughts create reality. That's fun. Okay. Value. Take stock of the beauty in your life. There is already so much around you to be grateful for. Value. I'm going to put this here because I think that's another message that's going to go along with that. So give me a second and then I will channel that for you. I just looked at the clock, like not the timer, but the clock. It says 4:44. So, wow, that's a huge message for you. That's like stability, growth, expansion. I'm hearing united, like it could be reunited with somebody, with yourself, with a soul family. But this is like protection. This is divinely guided. Your mission, all of this stuff that hasn't made any sense to you has been divinely guided, whether you know it or not, whether it was intentional or not. Like you have been divinely guided this whole time, this whole journey that you've been on. 7 of Wands, yeah. You maybe even had to defend yourself against other people. Sorry. I woke up this morning with like a cold, and I've been off and on sick for a while. Like it's so weird. When you're like, I'm a mom. It's also I'm a mom of a toddler, and it's like I get whatever she gets, but it's like when you're like on the brink of sickness and you manifest it away. Like I'm pretty good at, if I start to feel something coming on, I'm like, okay, I'm not sick, and then I heal really pretty quickly. You don't get like full blown things, but I woke up this morning feeling like off, and then throughout the day it's progressively gotten like just odd. Like I feel almost like I'm going through this energetic ascension. Like I feel spirit all buzzing throughout my body, and it's like doing something weird to my body. That's how it feels. It feels very odd, like not sickness. It just feels like this kind of purging out of stuff from spirit. It's weird. I don't know why I had to share that with you, but I think that you'd understand. Okay, 7 of Wands here. Yeah, it's like you've defended yourself for a really long time. Like people are like, what are you doing? You need to, you need to get a real job, or you need to find a partner, get married, live the American dream. What's wrong with you? And you're like, no, 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 that's none of that's for me. I'm going to go do this over here, and I'm going to do that over there. And I just see you as being very non-traditional, even though the Knight of Coins can be a very traditional card. But it's like, you know in your heart that you're going towards something. You don't necessarily know what it is, but you know that it's divinely guided, and you've had to like kind of defend yourself, even if it's only energetically, from family and friends. And I think that's also why here I got that kind of message of your friends being like, friends and family kind of saying, oh, I didn't know that you were doing that. Wow, congratulations. And being really shocked and surprised at what it is that you have achieved. And I think some people are going to say, oh, wow, you're so lucky. But you're like, but luck really had nothing to do with it. I kind of lived these life experiences that now qualify me for this thing, this opportunity that just manifested into my life, because I'm perfect, I'm unique, and I'm the only person who has this set of skills and these experiences because I took this random journey, winding path. King of Swords. This could be, you could identify as an air sign. So the King of Swords could be Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Aeon. Seven of Wands, Eight of Wands, 7, 8. It's like, yeah, you defended yourself. You followed your path. You didn't let anybody knock you off your path. And maybe you felt, a little unsure at times. You felt like, what am I doing? Should I really just get a job? Should I really just do this thing that everybody else seems to think that I should be doing? But you're like, no, no, no. Okay, I get it. I'm going to do this thing, right? I know something's out there. I'm patiently waiting for things to fall into place. The King of Swords can also be like, also that energy of defending yourself. Ace of Wands. Yeah, you know what? I think Spirit's also saying, know your value and add tax. Okay, Spirit, the King of Swords, can you just clarify this King of Swords? There might be a bit of negotiation that needs to happen, I feel like. I think that you need to make sure that you know your value so that when you get this opportunity that's coming into your life, you're like, I know my value, I know my experiences, my education, who I am, like I know that what I bring to the table, and I want you to match my value financially or whatever. Like, I think that Spirit's just kind of saying, just make sure that, make sure that you don't take what all these people have said to you to heart, and know that like times are different. Like the way we value ourselves and get paid is different than it has ever been. So it's really important for you to value yourself in the face of this King of Swords who might be coming in to offer you something. There's some sort of a contract that's going to communicate with you. I just see some sort of negotiations happening here that Spirit's saying, okay, you really need to know your value. Two of Cups, yeah. This is a heart-centered business. I think that business opportunity or some sort of whatever the opportunity is that's coming to you, Spirit just wants you to to know how valuable you actually are. Where can I put that? Can you guys see all that? And maybe in the past you've devalued yourself, and this is a healing opportunity for your soul as well, to know its worth and stand up for its worth, to really manifest and visualize the outcome that you want for this conversation that you're going to be having. I feel some nervous energy here, so I think it's like, you know, you're kind of used to going with the flow and following this rhythm, but also kind of like accepting, especially around work and like around pay. I just, Spirit is specifically talking about that, like just around pay and having a hard time, you know, asking for a certain amount, a certain hourly or salary wage for the work that you're putting in. And this is a really good opportunity for you to heal some of that and to stand up for yourself finally. Maybe you have practiced in the past, but this is like, no, this is your time. Recognize your worth. And this person's going to recognize that too. 2 of Cups. Oh, jeez. Okay. Take these last 2 cards. Yeah. Look at Hermit and then the Sun. You're coming out of hiding. Hermit is also Virgo energy. So you are coming out of hiding, my dear. Coming out of hiding, embracing your beauty, your power, your grace. Like, you are so beautiful. You're so light. And I mean light is in the Sun energy, like so bright, not light, but I guess bright. You're so bright. And you are going to eclipse a lot of other people, a lot of, not intentionally, obviously, I don't think you feel that way, but the work that you're putting out there, your experiences, your wisdom, who you are, like, you're just shining so brightly, and people are going to start to take notice of you after a long time and realize just how powerful you actually are, how wonderful you are, how intelligent you are, how beautiful you are. Like, it's like everyone has sort of, for a long time, taken you for granted, haven't seen you for who you truly are, and now you're stepping into your power this summer. It's July, but this summer you're going to be stepping into your power, and people are going to recognize you and offer you something. You might have to negotiate again, like a little bit. And the 2 of Cups, this could be like a partnership, a business partnership, and very equal. It could be that they're bringing you this idea, this business opportunity idea, and you're like, okay, but I want to be a partner. I don't want to be your employee. I want to be a partner in this, and I'm worth that. So make sure that you stand up for your value here. Value. Make sure you stand up for your value, and trust that the universe has your back with finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. Trust that Spirit has your back. Envision the outcome that you want, and it's going to manifest for you, no problem. Just make sure that you trust that everything is always going to work out for you, and that it's okay to stand your ground and speak your truth and ask for your needs to be met, for your value to be met, and it will be. King of Swords, the Hermit. It could be an air sign, like I already said. The Hermit energy is also Virgo, like I said, so it could be a Virgo coming to you for this offer as well. But that's neither here nor there. I'm not going to go through all of the signs here. I just think that you're coming out of hiding and shining your light, and a lot of people are going to look at, like, bursting onto the scene. People are going to be like, what? Who is this person? Where have you been? Right? Especially people who don't really know you, you know, not like your close friends. This is like building a whole community or something, bringing people together. Yeah, this is a new beginning with the Ace of Wands here, a new reality completely. This portal, like, you've opened up this portal and you're stepping into this whole new world. The Ace of Wands there at the very end. It's a very exciting time for you. Congratulations, pile number 3. I can't wait to learn more. Comment below. Tell me what's happening in your life. Tell me if this resonates for you. Like the video, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed to my channel. I'd love to stay connected with you. Have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye. Hey, pile number 4s, welcome to your reading. So you chose number 14, debilitated discomfort. I'm just looking at all of these staircases leading up and up and up, like a maze almost. Feeling kind of lost in this maze of life, feeling like you, like you can't find your footing. What is, I'm trying to think of that saying. Yeah, like finding your footing. You just can't seem to find your footing. And honestly, even the staircase is kind of scary. Like it's just these wires that are holding it up, hanging by a thread, I'm hearing Spirit say. And you feel as though you've been hanging by a thread and looking for a lot of healing. I think that if you aren't already on this healing journey, that there's something with the healer stone that you selected as well. There's this need to go within and heal and heal, especially your mindset with the 8 of Swords and the 5 of Swords. There's something going on within your mind, the negative thinking patterns, limiting self-beliefs that have been keeping you stuck and feeling really like unable to achieve the things that you want to achieve. You have these dreams here, the Page of Pentacles, King of Wands here, but something in your energy fields and your mind has been keeping you stuck, keeping you tethered to an outdated way of thinking and feeling. And not that it's, you know, outdated in terms of an era, more like and maybe that could possibly be it, believing that work needs to be a certain way in order to be successful, believing that you need to play the corporate game in order to be successful, in order to climb up the corporate ladder. You could see here with the stairs here, Stairway to Heaven, I'm also hearing. But also, you know, you've been feeling like, oh my God, like I've been playing this political game, this corporate game, but nothing is not getting me anywhere. So what's the point in all of this? And Spirit saying like, those are your own limiting beliefs that have been keeping you stuck in that position, in that environment. And that's the thing that really needs to change in order to move you forward and to change your life, to get you into this leadership role that you've been coveting, I think, for some of you. Let me read this card, number 14, and then we'll go more into channeling the cards and pull some other, I pulled some oracle cards for you, and I'll pull some clarifiers as well. 14, debilitated discomfort. If you put a well-organized city dweller deep in the wild woods, they'd be accidentally debilitated, out of their element and pushed to live up to their potential. They may be uncomfortable, but the situation offers a chance to stretch further and develop their soul. The same goes for a planet in a sign or placement that's awkward with its nature. For example, Mercury is the least mercurial when it's in Pisces, opposite the sign Virgo, which it rules. Here, Mercury can bestow a great mind, but in an intuitive, integrated, imaginary way, not a mind to escape in purely intellectual pursuits. Action. This time, you are the invaluable sidekick. This is not your game, but you have a lot to contribute nonetheless, and the long-term benefits will be worth your efforts. Learn and listen rather than assert yourself and your opinions. Use your strength and leadership skills to support and center another person or project. Pass the ball to someone who is in position to run with it. Back up a leader, do the work behind the scenes, and bolster the team. If you're not ready to do this work, you can pass that ball and leave the field. But consider redefining your idea of success. What were we just saying? Stay here and you can grow needed skills, expand your repertoire and contacts, and build up trust among others who can help you in the future. Everything you learn, all the contacts you make, prepare you for when it is your turn. Whether you're an artist among the engineers or a linebacker among the ballerinas, you may struggle to apply your talents in the situation. In these moments, it's easy to slip into self-pity and self-doubt. gift. You are being challenged to grow in ways you can't predict. You're being asked to diversify, stretch, and strengthen your weak muscles. Only you can decide if it's time to take that challenge. But this experience also encourages you to love yourself in the quiet moments and to appreciate what you bring to the table even when nobody else notices. Oh, that is deep. Pile number 4. Wow. Yeah, maybe you feel like you're out of your depths in this situation, or like you've been struggling in, like I was saying, in the corporate ladder, in the corporate system, or in a business that isn't necessarily your expertise. Maybe you have recently moved jobs and you're, you know, qualified because of your transferable skills, but it's a different industry, and so you're really feeling uneasy, feeling unsure, feeling like maybe this isn't the right opportunity for you, and maybe there's something else out there. But I think Spirit's also saying with that card is stick with it, because there's a lot that you can learn from this situation. Like there's a lot of growth that's happening here, and you might feel really anxious, you might feel like like you don't belong, or you feel like unqualified or whatever, but you got this opportunity for a reason, because somebody saw something in you, right? And there's a lot that you're learning from this situation that you're going to take away at the end of the day from this. For a lot of you, this is career. This is like feeling kind of out of your depths, maybe even afraid that you're not good enough, afraid that you're not measuring up. You know what's fun? Spirit's showing me this time when I was taking an economics class. I was in high school and I was taking this economics class, and I loved the teacher because I took, you know, his philosophy class and other classes, and I just loved this teacher and I wanted to be in all of his classes. Like I just loved him so much, so intelligent, kind of quirky and odd. Anyway, and I went to him crying. I was crying. I was like, I don't understand. We were doing microeconomics. I don't even remember what it was, but I was bawling. I was like, I can't do it. I'm not smart. Like, I can't do this. I'm not good at this, and I'm failing, and I don't know what to do. And I got really good grades, and I never really struggled with learning stuff. I was always very smart and picked up on things really easily, and I never really had to study. And so being faced with this challenge, I was like beside myself. I didn't know what to do, and I wanted to drop the class. And, you know, he just kind of, you know, patted me on the back, metaphorically speaking, because, you know, he was a teacher, but, and I was in high school, but I don't know why I had to tell you that story. But anyway, and he was like, next we're going to do macroeconomics, and you're going to be really great at that. So don't give up, you know, keep going. And there's a reason for you to be here. And you might not be great at this one thing, this one part that we're doing, but you're going to be really great at this other part. And I can see that in you. And so don't give up on yourself. And oh my God, I'm crying. And I really appreciated that parental sort of advice from this leader, this person that I really looked up to and respected, because this person saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. And I'm glad I didn't give up. And so I think that message really applies here, that no matter how hard this seems, how challenging it is, how out of your comfort zone this feels, it's for a really good purpose. Like there is something really good and healing, not only healing, but awakening I'm seeing for you. So once you get over this initial hurdle of this change, these differences, this, you know, feeling really, like I just said, out of your comfort zone, once you start to adapt and shift your thinking and learn and like build those new neural circuits that are going to allow you to perform this role, this job, or whatever, be in this relationship, it's going to start to click, and your brain's going to start to get it. And those new neural circuits that you're creating within you are going to solidify and get stronger. And then this thing that you're doing is going to feel like second nature, just like other jobs that you've had in the past. This is just one challenge that you're facing. So Spirit's saying, don't give up. You know, believe in yourself. This is also challenging you to believe in yourself, to feel comfortable in the face of adversity, to feel good in challenges, to build up a sense of resiliency as well, and determination and ferocity, that you maybe didn't have before. And that's what that's doing. What that's doing for you is preparing you for a future leadership role down the line. Like, this could be years away, but this is what it's preparing you for. And whoever it is that offered you this position, you might have a manager or somebody who really sees something in you that you don't see right now in yourself, but this is leading you to an offer of some kind, an opportunity in the future. It could be coming up really soon for some of you. Maybe this has been you recently or in the last year, I'm hearing Spirit say. But now you've really hit your stride with the Page of Pentacles, and you're about to hit your stride and really start to grow and excel beyond what you even thought you could do. You're going to look back at the last year soon and think, wow, look at how far I've come. Oh my God, I'm so proud of myself. I overcame that. I learned something completely different, something new. And now I'm like excelling way more than I thought that I ever could. And then you're going to be offered, I think, coming up very, very soon, depending on where you are on this sort of timeline, this managerial leadership role, because you're like board members or whatever, people above you, your CEO above you or whatever, like has really seen how fast and how well you've picked up on the work, on the vision, on your, this King of Wands is a visionary, right? It's like an Elon Musk type of person. They don't take any shit from people. Don't, you know, they're driven and focused, but not just driven and focused, but they have this grand vision, and you have lived up to all of their expectations and beyond. And they're going to offer you like a more responsibility within this company that you're at. Or if this isn't about business, I think it's, for most of you, this is about business, and most of you being in a corporate environment and moving up the corporate ladder. That's what I see mostly that's going on here. It could be a smaller company. I don't want to go too much into anything else, but it can be applied for a lot of other things too, right? But I'm going to stick with the corporate example and apply it where you can in your own life, in your own situation. But it's like, through all of your hard work, through feeling really unstable and unsteady, all of that you've been through gave you the stamina and resiliency and competence to do really big things and to achieve, to even, I'm hearing like beat out the competition. So I don't know if you have like sales goals or targets that you guys need to hit every single month, but you are like excelling. You are hitting all your targets, going above and beyond, and people are starting to recognize, like the higher ups are starting to recognize how great you are. And it's like, I'm seeing this sort of celebration in your honor in the distant future, and people telling these stories of like, oh my God, how much you were floundering and how they thought that maybe you were gonna fail in the beginning and how unsure of yourself you were. But this one person who's like toasting to you is saying, oh my God, but I knew you had it in you. There was something about you that I just knew that you were gonna take to this like a fish to water, but it just took a little bit of time, like a salmon swimming upstream, you know? But this is you, and the future is really bright in this direction that you're going. So hang in there, Spirit's saying. Traveling lightly, simplify your life. You could be going somewhere. They might be offering you a job to move to a new location, to head up. I'm seeing some of you might be like heading up a new division in another country or in another part of the country. And they're offering this position to you because they've seen how strong you are, how resilient you are. And that's the mark of a really great leadership person in leadership, is that resiliency, is that stamina, is that determination to overcome fears and insecurities and hardships and challenges, all of that stuff, in order to, for you to overcome that and come out fighting. The Five of Swords can be like winning at all costs, like really just like sometimes in the ego, but like really fighting for something, being determined, not backing down. Because they've seen this in you, they're like, okay, we need you to go and open this center up over there, or start this division up over there. And you know, you're going to maybe travel for work, or I see some of you relocating to set up a new division somewhere completely different. Something like that, you know. It could be traveling, and it's going to come quickly. Traveling lightly, you could just be going for a short amount of time. Or some of you, this is a select few of you, but like starting a new division somewhere, and they're like going to pay for your apartment and stuff so you can live there, and you don't need to like pack anything or bring anything. You'll be making enough to pay for both locations. Like, I don't know, that could be very specific for some of you. But traveling really lightly, you could be traveling a lot, setting up divisions or setting up departments or whatever, something like that. Or training, you could be sent out doing some training at a corporate office somewhere. But you're going to be like really an integral part of this, whatever this process is, this expansion. And it's funny because you're like, oh my God, I never thought I would have come this far. Not in a million years did I ever think that I would be this successful. And here you are today, and like just being celebrated, being offered this really crazy good opportunity that you at one point in your life could only dream of. Wondrous universe, walk in beauty. Yeah, like this is just, you know, kismet. You're just doing all the things and overcoming so much doubt and fear that you had for yourself in the past. Let's see. Listen, number 39. There is a light present in all things that is a language that transcends the words of any man. Listen with your heart. Listen to your soul. Not your mind, not your conditioned mind. Listen to your soul. 9 plus 3 is what? 12, which then reduces to 3. So 3 is the number of expansion, growth, support, vision. Number 12. Oh, also comes down to 3. Yeah, definitely a time of expansion for you. Growth, opportunities coming in. And it's almost like, I see somebody like kind of looking around like they have whiplash, like, oh my God, where did all this come from? Like, for just 6 months ago, I was lost. I was like so lost, but you stuck with it, and now you're being rewarded. Number 12. Okay, so laugh, because it can change the course of your entire day, yet costs you absolutely nothing. Oh my God, that's beautiful. Yeah, I see you like laughing at yourself from the past, like, oh my God, I thought I couldn't do this, and now look at me. What's that song? What is that song? We started now at the bottom, now we're here. That's what I'm hearing spirits singing. Yeah, like you started at the bottom and now you're here. Look at you. Look at how far you've come. OMG. Page of Pentacles, Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, King of Wands, fire signs, Aries. I always have a hard time when I get to, okay. Sorry, you guys. My brain is Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. Oh, there we go. Come on, Carolee. Yeah, so also these moons here, suns or moons, I don't know, moons, let's say. Mastery. This is like all about self-mastery, being like totally confident in your abilities now after a time of feeling really uncomfortable. And it could be a part of what you're doing, what you're traveling around the world or traveling, teaching and training about, helping other people in your industry thrive too. That could be something. Or you could be stepping into this King of Wands energy. I do think that this is you off in the distant future. Like being a CFO, a CEO, of this corporate, of this company, and working your way up there. Like you worked your ass off, and when you get up to the top, you're going to be able to lead your team with a different kind of perspective. You know, you worked your butt off to get here. You started at the bottom and worked your way up, and that's really inspiring. And people really love a good success story like that, and you're going to be able to inspire people with your success story, with how you overcame challenges. Even if you're starting your own business, like this could be somebody walking away from a corporate situation and starting their own business, their own venture. And that's because, you know, you've been through enough experiences that now you have the knowledge, the awareness to go off on your own and create something. And again, like, people love a great success story, and that's what you have. Like, this is like this person 10 years from now, older with the beard, like just this total visionary. And that's you in the future, for sure. I'm sure of it. I think Spirit just really wants to give you some motivation. You could be anywhere on this, you know, this timeline at right now. So wherever you are, just take it how it resonates. Don't give up. Manage your mind. Be determined. Don't back down. Success is coming for you. And there's a lot of growth and self-awareness that comes from these challenges. They're a part of your success. You can't skip over them, Spirit wants me to say. So let's pull some clarifier cards just to see if there's any other messages. Oh, okay. Oh my God, King of Wands twice. How do you want this, Spirit? Okay, here. You know, 8 of Pentacles, yeah, self-mastery, Ace of Cups, opening up a portal to a whole new land. Look at, she's opening up this portal. Look at this big jump. This isn't very long from here to here. This is a big jump, and you just like, it's like you made a decision, a snap decision to like, this is what I want. I'm going after it. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to stick to my guns, and I'm going to learn everything I possibly can in this situation so that I can be this King of Wands. And that is me. And that's what I want. I'm going to get there. I don't care how, I don't care when it's happening. And you just know. I think also the traveling lightly, simplify your life is also Spirit saying, you know, keep it simple. We have a tendency as humans to overcomplicate things and, you know, be like Steve Jobs, simple, 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 simple. This could be you, like just simplifying a system or a process and people really loving it. Like that could be something for you too. That's a very specific message, but like streamlining something and being this visionary that people like didn't expect in your company or in your profession, in your field, and really being an innovator at the end of the day with the King of Wands. Then we have the King of Wands again here. So this is like, this could be for now somebody offering you an opportunity in their company, and you growing into that same role as they kind of age out. Or it could be you starting your own company and building it to be like, you know, a Tesla. Like this is a big deal. This is a really big deal. I don't think if you're still over here on this timeline, you don't see it yet really, but everything that you're going through or have been through is, and the self-mastery, the Eight of Pentacles here, really learning and growing and mastering your skills and your mind, that is going to lead you to like an insurmountable amount of success that you can't even see. And Spirit saying with the laugh here as well, just like enjoy the process too. Simplify and enjoy. Simplify, enjoy. Simplify, enjoy. I had to just like, you know, repeat that. But yeah, really big, huge things are happening for you. Share in the comments below. Tell me what your vision is, or even tell me where you're at on this timeline. Like if you're having a hard time struggling, seeing the value in this hardship, in this stress, in this uncertainty, tell me about it. Let's talk about it. but just know that it's for a reason. And as long as you can see that vision in your heart, and follow your gut, follow the drive that's within you, and trust the universe. Listen to your inner guidance, trust the universe, laugh and have fun, focus on joy, simplify. That's really important for you. There's no need to complicate things, especially with, you know, unnecessary negative emotions and thoughts. Like, just let that shit go and focus on what you can learn in this situation. So if you're like down here on this side of the spectrum, but if you're over here, I'm really curious, like, what do you do? What's your vision? What's your plan? I'm really excited for you. I'm excited to see what comes out of that beautiful, wonderful heart and brain and mind of yours, soul of yours. Tell me, comment below, tell me how this resonates, like this video if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any readings that I upload. July is a really big month for you. It doesn't really matter where you're at on this timeline, like, things are just moving. This is a really big picture. This isn't necessarily just July 2022. This is like a reading. This is like big picture thinking. And that could be a message for you as well. Just like big picture thinking. Don't get bogged down by all this nitty gritty details. Keep the big picture in focus, the vision in focus, and one step at a time, you're doing it, you're making things happen. And don't worry about feeling like a fish out of water. It just takes some time for the brain to sort of snap together, right? Those neural circuits to be formed so that things become like second nature. It just takes some time. It doesn't mean that it won't happen. It will happen. That's just how the brain works. So it just takes repeating the same things over and over again for it to become habitual or like second nature. Congratulations. This is a beautiful, wonderful, inspiring reading. I'm so happy to connect with you, and I look forward to reading for you next time. Have a good day. Bye.